Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Tom Dark channel. I'm your host, Tom Dark, and today there are a few things in the news that I want to talk about, which I think are pretty interesting stories. Some of it is updates to things I've already addressed. Some of it is unique and you've never heard it before. There's just a lot going on right now, and there's a lot I want to talk about, okay? So, we're gonna get right into the news!
This dude needs to be in a fucking cage! Put him in a cage!
First of all, we have a bit of a continuation of the Pikami, Silvervale, and Hogwarts Legacy drama, which happened recently. It seems instead of just going after people who play Hogwarts Legacy on stream, some are now mad at YouTubers who take sponsorships from them. This time being Binging with Babish. He's a cooking channel with 10 million subs you guys probably recognize. I admit I watch him from time to time, okay? He makes some pretty cozy videos. A lot of what he does is like take a video game or a TV show and take a food that's recognizable from that property and then make it in real life, right? You know, it's like nerdy cooking kind of stuff. Pretty innocent videos, but people are really angry at him because he did an advertisement with Hogwarts Legacy. YouTube fans unfollow popular creators after a recent video features an ad for Hogwarts Legacy. Utterly disappointing. A popular food YouTuber is in hot water with fans after posting a Hogwarts Legacy sponsored video. The video game has divided gamers and Harry Potter fans since its release because of the association with the anti-trans views of Harry Potter's author, J.K. Rowling. Andrew Rhea, who goes by Babish on his channel Binging with Babish, built a subscriber base of 10 million followers by recreating dishes and meals from popular culture. His most popular videos include making the Ratatouille from Ratatouille, the Krabby Supreme from SpongeBob, and Jake's Perfect Sandwich from Adventure Time. The video that has fans up in arms is a new Harry Potter adjacent English breakfast that begins and ends with ads for Hogwarts Legacy. As is the case with many ads on the platform, YouTubers don't necessarily always have control over what plays before their video starts, but in this case, Babish is shown reading a script for the game. The comments on the video are mostly positive and focused on the breakfast, and that is rumored to be because moderators have deleted negative comments about the ads. But on Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit, former Babish fans have said they are heartbroken by the decision. Now, this is definitely rumored because if I had to guess, this channel is so big and gets so many views that a few spurgs whining about Hogwarts Legacy in the comments are not going to make it to the top. You're not going to get top comment. That's just not how it works, okay? Just because you're mad, even if you get 1,000 likes on a comment, right? On a channel as big as Binging with Babish's, with literally 10 million subs, frankly, the majority of the viewers are going to care about the food. They're not going to give a shit about Hogwarts Legacy and how J.K. Rowling is this or that. They're just not. And this is funny because, like, especially the idea that the average YouTuber is going to even know what Hogwarts Legacy is and supposedly know that it's like a controversial thing, especially someone who's not terminally online and is a fucking cooking channel, someone who has nothing to do with the community in general and just makes like chicken wings from Naruto and films it, right? The idea that this guy is going to be invested in your stupid fucking petty Twitter drama is hilarious. The assumption that everyone thinks J.K. Rowling is transphobic and also is like in tune with Twitter freaks enough to get mad at a video game, it's really funny. And once again, the idea that boycotting a AAA game is going to do anything is so ridiculous. Boycotting works for small businesses, okay? Mom and pop stores. Boycotting does not work for WB Games or whatever massive company is out there. The loss of your one $60 game sale will not hurt J.K. Rowling personally, I promise you. And on top of that, your tweet will only make more people buy the game who didn't even know about it. Tweeting is not activism, believe it or not. You've actually accomplished literally nothing here. When I woke up this morning, I didn't know it would be the last time I watched a Binging with Babish vid, but here we are. Utterly disappointing, but I will not be wasting eyeballs on someone who takes money from fascists. First of all, okay, this is new. I didn't know J.K. Rowling was a fascist now. But also, do you guys think that everyone who worked on this game or works at WB Games is like a fascist? Do you think he directly takes money from J.K. Rowling's bank account? Or do you think he takes money from WB Games, which she doesn't even own? She just like works with, right? Because it's her property. Do you think everyone who works at WB Games is a transphobe? Do you think they like discriminate against trans people or LGBT people? Once again, I said this in another video, but you may be surprised to find out that a lot of artists are gay, and a lot of them are probably employed by WB Games. Harry Potter is just the property that they're making games with, right? There are no doubt hundreds of people involved in the creation of this video game, the marketing, everything, you know, everything involving it. It's a huge AAA game. Making a tweet like this that's so exaggerated actually does not help your case because, believe it or not, it just makes you look dumb. When you read this, you would think that Babish is like directly in touch with Richard Spencer himself and is like taking donations or something. But all he did was be sponsored by a harmless video game about wizards, about wands and casting spells. Even the Twitch streamers crying about, I just wanted to play my childhood, have more legs to stand on than this. The channel's done HP before and worked with WB, so I'm not like surprised, but a little restraint would have really killed you here at this moment. After everything that's gone on in the past few weeks, this feels like a statement. And that statement is, trans people don't watch my show. So guess what? Now here's one who definitely won't. Everyone takes this game so fucking seriously and the controversy around it. Believe it or not, Twitter is not the fucking world. YouTube drama videos are not the end all be all. There is a possibility, a very decent one, that Babish doesn't even know this game is controversial or know why. And maybe he just looked at it and was like, oh, so it's just a video game and some people on Twitter are mad because the person behind it tweeted some things they disagree with, but it's not really related to the game in general, so I may as well take the sponsorship. Do you think that you're the sane one here? Do you really think so? You think that you're the sane one and everyone else is delusional? Heartbroken, but I unsubscribed as well. I didn't expect that at all. How hard is it to just stay away from something harmful? It's not like anyone asked him to stand up against anything. It just takes as much as not doing something. Many people show their true colors recently. Yeah, well, guess I unfollowed Babish. Well, you unfollowed him? No, he's crying. He needed you. He needed you in particular. You were making his bottom line. Unsubscribed from bigging with Babish for taking turf wizard money. You would think this guy personally like punched these people's dogs in the fucking head repeatedly and laughed about it the way they talk. Why did you decide to use that enormous platform to support such vile hate? Do you not have enough money as it is? It's a fucking video game about wizards. It's Harry Potter. He was not sponsored by Mein Kampf, okay? It's a video game based off of books about magic, spells, and wands and brooms made for children half your fucking age. Many people show their true colors recently. Bro, he took a fucking video game sponsorship. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep, okay? He took a normal sponsorship from a massive company who you admit he's worked with before. He has a long-standing business relationship with them. And the sponsorship is innocent. It's a video game. You cannot obsess over every part of every piece of media you consume and everyone in that chain, because believe it or not, you won't be able to enjoy anything ever, okay? Literally nothing. On every piece of media that has more than like one person involved, there's a non-zero chance that there's probably one bad person in there who did something bad during their lifetime. You can't go crazy over this. The natural conclusion of this argument, of this philosophy, is that you enjoy nothing. You enjoy fucking nothing and you have nothing. These people are doing more of a disservice to themselves than anyone else, honestly. So yeah, I mean, once again, people are mad over nothing, you know, just another average day on the internet, I guess. It doesn't matter that much because I doubt the 100 people who unsubscribe because of this tweet will really affect Babish's bottom line in a big way, right? It's not like he's really suffering because of the loss of them, but it's really just them doing a disservice to themselves more than anything else. But not watching his content because of honestly nothing, right? There's nothing transphobic about what he did. It doesn't implicitly mean he supported anything. The only thing he implicitly supports with this, okay, is a fucking video game about spell casting, okay? So yeah, that about wraps up this story. It seems like the Hogwarts Legacy stuff is pretty much dying off now, which in my opinion is good. Things were getting pretty heated there, and as much as I enjoy making videos about it, it's also just bad to see so much idiocy on the timeline all day, you know? But now we can move on to the next story. So there's been this clip going viral around Twitter and stuff. I guess not viral, but it's been getting some decent attention, and it's basically this girl talking about Twitch and how they split the take. Basically, if you sign up for Twitch, the idea is that you get 50% of the money you make from ads and donations, and Twitch takes the other 50%, right? Because they run the website and whatever else. And she's complaining about this 50% cut of the total ads and donations that people receive. She's saying that the cut is too much and that she deserves more. She thinks it's unreasonable. I'll just let the clip play for itself.
Dude, like, how about Twitch just, like, doesn't take half the money you guys give me? Am I being unreasonable? Like, 1 in the chat if you genuinely think I'm being unreasonable. 2 in the chat if you think this is a fair argument. Like, why you because here's the thing, guys, like, and I'm sorry you have to hear this. I'm sorry I even have to have this conversation on my channel, because you guys shouldn't have to hear this. You pay me enough. You pay me more than enough to be here. Like, more than enough. It's not you guys. Like, it's literally not you. And yet here I am, I have to tell you, like, how I'm getting, like, half my money taken by Twitch. It's literally not you guys. Like, you guys literally do enough. That's what sucks, man. It's like,
Now, a lot of people felt bad for this girl because of this clip. You know, she's having money troubles. And a lot of people also shit on her for this take and said that she seemed pretty entitled, basically for thinking that she deserves more of the money that's donated or more of the ad money or whatever. Now, on one hand, I can see where she's coming from, because on paper, your gut reaction when you see that Twitch takes half your money, or like YouTube takes half your money, who takes a lesser cut? I believe YouTube takes 32% and we get 68%. I don't know why that specific number, but, you know, definitely a better revenue split on YouTube. So all the more incentive to move over to YouTube streaming. But your kind of instinct when you see that they take a bunch of your money is to be like, kind of go baby brain mode, kind of go retard brain mode and go like, hey, well, you know, they gave me the money, so I deserve all of it, right? My fans donated to me. I got the ads on my videos. I deserve more. And maybe what these people fail to understand, or what they take for granted, is, you know, the things that YouTube or Twitch do that make it so that, you know, if they didn't exist, we would get literally no money. No one would even be able to watch me or this girl without YouTube and Twitch providing that service, right? Maintaining a website like Twitch that allows anyone to sign up, get instant access to viewers and ads, and the potential to make money is super expensive. It takes thousands, if not tens of thousands of employees. It costs a ton of money in things like hosting space and website security and web development and content moderation. All that stuff is not cheap, and the average Twitch employee, I bet, makes maybe like 60 to 70K a year, which is way less than a lot of successful streamers. And they have to handle a lot more in terms of technical stuff. Streamers get all of that, you know, just provided for them right away, right? They don't even have to think about it, and that's why they take it for granted, because it's all behind, like, you know, a bunch of code and a nice looking website. They don't even see the work that goes into creating Twitch and making it so that they can even function on a daily basis. And in exchange, they sign a contract saying that Twitch gets half. So, this girl is young and maybe not using her brain right now. She's kind of going monkey mode, but honestly, yeah, what she's saying is kind of unreasonable. She's coming across as very entitled, and I think she's really taking Twitch for granted. And I don't want to defend Twitch, okay? I don't love Twitch, but, irregardless of whatever your opinion is of some of their decisions, some of their policy decisions, in practice, the contract is literally the most legitimate part of Twitch, right? Signing up to give them some money so that in exchange you can make money, right? That's the agreement. That's the most legitimate bare bones part of Twitch and any of these websites. Like, if you want all the money that gets donated to you, you can make your own website and then you can enjoy making fucking nothing because Twitch gives you access to all these viewers. You didn't just accrue them all on your own. Twitch is a ecosystem that it's built, is a brand that it's built. It's this website that people specifically go to see live streamers, and you get to benefit from that, right? From the 15 years of development on this website. And you only pay half of what you make. I don't think that's, that big of a price to pay. Twitch has built so much for you to exist and even be able to do this. You say you're getting half your money taken, but really the way that I see these, you're getting half of Twitch's money, okay? They're allowing you to make a killing doing what you love, and I think they deserve half, frankly. It's not that big of an ask. They're allowed to have half. Obviously, Kick is around now, and they only take a 5% cut. You can always go there, and I looked at this girl's Twitter, and it seems like she is going to Kick, nowadays, so good for her. Hopefully she likes that revenue split a little more. But right now, Kick really just needs a community of viewers, and that's what they lack that Twitch has, the big viewer base. So offering that low rate of, they take 5%, you get 95% of a cut, that makes sense for right now. But once they have a ton of users and, the website maintenance costs go through the roof, I bet they'll change that cut to like 15, 30%, even slowly over time, because server costs and website maintenance and content moderation is not cheap. They'll probably up it to like, fucking 40% cut, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this website does end up taking off, if it surpasses Twitch in some way, if in 4 or 5 years, they're taking half the cut once again, because it's expensive to run a website like that. It's kind of a luxury to be able to make money on these sites at all. This is something that no one could do just a few years ago. And I think for that reason, we really should not take it for granted or kind of scoff at it, You get to make money by just sitting around in your bedroom and playing video games. I mean, that's a bit of an oversimplification, but like, come on, bro. I'm right. I think this girl's being a little entitled. I don't want to shit on her too hard, though. She seems nice. I'm sure she's a fine person, but maybe she just had a moment of frustration with her money problems and let that kind of leak out. And that makes sense, when you're struggling financially, you say a lot of things that maybe are not, the most true, especially on stream when it's harder to make yourself tactful and appear reasonable and not narcissistic and whatever all the time. But at the same time, you got to recognize the reality of your position. I think it's important to not get too cocky about that, to not take that for granted, okay? We love Twitch over at the Tom Dark channel. We love Twitch. We love big tech. We love all these massive conglomerates, okay? I bow down to Susan W. Oh, wait, she fucking left YouTube. It's over. For another story, apparently Amaranth Stalker is back in action. For those of you who don't know, she's talked about this on stream before, but I guess there's some guy who's like obsessed with her and follows her everywhere. She's talked about him on stream a few times, and she also talked about him in an interview with Anthony Padilla of former Smosh fame.
A stalker. They were just blowing up my DMs like a novel over the course of like probably 6 months. And they would just respond to everything I did on stream as if I was talking to them only. I'm so glad I found you on Twitch. You're awesome. Happy to support. And then it evolved into, I'm so glad you're my girlfriend. You're amazing and I love you. And then it turned into like, I'm so glad we're engaged. He would Photoshop himself behind me in pictures.
Oh,
like I had like mirror selfies and he would Photoshop himself in there like holding my waist. It got to, I'm in Houston. Isn't your friend gonna come pick me up at the airport?
And you've never interacted with this person as far as you know?
He got a hotel in my P.O. box zip code. And so I could not go outside for like 2 weeks while he was in town.
I don't know why someone like Amaranth even has her messages open for anyone to talk to her, but I guess she kind of does the OnlyFans thing where she like gets simps to pay her or whatever, so she kind of needs some level of that parasocial action, right? A little bit of that unhealthy stuff, but apparently for some people it transcends into something really, really fucking bad. Recently, he was actually caught going to her home. Twitch streamer Amaranth revealed her stalker from Estonia returned and tried to break into her house again. While I was in the boxing press conference Monday, my team notified me that my stalker from last year was back and was trying to break in again. He started by trying to sneak in behind one of my house staff, but had the door shut in his face. It's crazy this guy's not been like arrested at this point or is not just in jail. I guess, I mean, there's due process and all that, so you can't just lock him up for life or anything, but
put him in a cage!
Hopefully he stops doing this and hopefully he can get help for whatever is wrong with him, because, a lot of women online seem to have this issue with stalkers where a few of the guys who enjoy their content are like a little more unhinged than the rest and just turn into total psychos who follow their every move. I mean, even girls who don't do like this OnlyFans kind of stuff like Amaranth does, like someone like Sweet Anita, for example, also has a stalker who follows her around to events and stuff like that. It's a more common issue than you may think, and the thing is, there's no clear solution here, These guys are just super troubled and delusional and feel this weird, like, extreme parasocial bond with these girls to the point that they convince themselves they're in some kind of relationship. Apparently this guy, according to Amaranth anyway, he messages messages her all the time being like, you know, I love you, we're in a relationship together, I'm so glad you're my girlfriend, stuff like that. It's really sad, but it's also really scary, you know? The police have caught and detained my stalker, so I'm having to cancel tonight's stream. I'll be in the station all night giving a statement and evidence, but hopefully I'll finally be safe and be able to stream by Sunday at 8 p.m. GMT. Sadly, I've had a fair amount of online stalkers, but this one was IRL. He spent hours outside my house, he even slept behind my house, and managed to assault me. I've been harassed for a month now, and I'm relieved that something might be done about it. So yeah, Twitch stalkers are bad, you know, I guess that's the correct take I'm supposed to have, and obviously it is the take I do have, but yeah, you know, not much else to add there. Stalking is bad, don't do it, I guess. If any of the if any of the Twitch stalkers are Tom Dark fans, listen guys, stalk me instead. Also in the news, Andrew Tate has lung cancer. Or does he? Andrew Tate is someone I've talked about quite a bit in the last year or so. I mean, how can you not? You know, he's one of the most popular people online in the past 3-4 years. And most recently, he was arrested on suspicion of human trafficking. I don't believe he's been formally charged yet, but he's also not had a trial announced or anything. There's just an investigation going on while he's in Romanian custody. But the news right now is apparently that he has lung cancer. I think I've seen a lot of conflicting stuff on this.
Why are you guys all spamming Tate has cancer? How do you guys see that he got cancer? Don't joke about that, bro. Chat, we're gonna do what Andrew Tate would want, and that's me being able to say whatever I want and do whatever I want.
So according to his team, as well as other Twitter users, he apparently has cancerous tumors in his lungs, and as a result, he's lost 22 pounds since he's been in jail because of these complications. But now, according to Tate on his own Twitter account, which obviously he's not tweeting it, but someone he knows is tweeting it, presumably, right? Someone who works for him is tweeting on his account. They're saying he doesn't have cancer. He says, I do not have cancer. My lungs contain precisely 0 smoking damage. In fact, I have an 8-liter lung capacity and the vital signs of an Olympic athlete. There is nothing but a scar on my lung from an old battle. True warriors are scarred, both inside and out. So I have no idea what's going on here with a lot of, you know, conflicting reports, and I don't want to speculate or spread misinformation about this or, you know, or anything like that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Andrew Tate. Kind of a mess over there from his team, I guess. I think on this one, we'll just need to wait for some more updates to see what the deal is, but yeah, maybe he has cancer, maybe he doesn't. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I don't think I have much else to add, but if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this news video, this installment of the news, then be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, then be sure to leave a dislike on the video. Drop a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on all of this. It's good to hear what you guys have to say about these situations. If you agreed with my takes, if you disagreed, if you hate me, be sure to let me know, and I'll see you all on the next upload real soon. In the meantime, join the community at turkeytom.gg, check out my website at turkeytom.net, follow me on Instagram, tombutdark, and email me if you need to at turkeytombusiness@yahoo.com, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. 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 Bisexual. Bye.